Hello viewers, hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to talk about how to set up local test environment. So step by step I'll be guiding you. First step is to download XAMPP. The URL is mentioned here. I'll also mention in the description field. So XAMPP is like one local hosting server which comes with a package of Apache server, MariaDB for database, Apache for web hosting, PHP for backend programming, and Perl. I will show you step by step how to install, configure, and then host your test applications locally. First thing is based on your host operating system, you download the appropriate XAMPP from this website. Mine is Windows, so I am downloading XAMPP for Windows. And after you download, you start installing it. The installation initial window will look like this once you download and run the XAMPP setup. So click next. Then all the things will be by default selected. No need to change anything. Click next again. Then the default installation directory is czamp. Keep it like that and click next. English next. Then next will start your setup. So once XAMPP is installed, it will show a XAMPP control panel using which we will configure start or stop our services. So let it install, then I will show you how to do it. So once installation is complete, you can start the control panel from the installation window itself by ticking this and click finish. It will open. Or else, if you don't want to open from here, you have to go to your start and XAMPP control panel you will see. Click on that. It will start. So after your XAMPP is control panel is opened, you see there is Apache, MySQL, these two services we are going to use. So we need to do some configuration here. Let's see the next step. So our next step is first configure the Apache server, which is hosting server, and the configuration file name is httpd.conf. We no need to go manually and search for this from the control panel itself. We can click on this config tab or button, and you see Apache http.conf file. Click on that, and then it will open your configuration file. Here what we are going to do is we have to find for listen keyword, and it will be by default 80. You see here listen 80. We have to just change the port value from 80 to 81. Why we are doing this? Because by default 80 is used for HTTP and other protocol services, right? Now if we keep it as 80 in our XAMPP Apache config, then maybe it will interrupt with other services and it will not run properly. That is why we are setting up a custom port 81 or 82, whatever you like you can do, but for our use case we are giving it as 81. So open the XAMPP config Apache config file http.conf and then search for listen and change the value from 80 to 81 and then save it. Control S or file save and close the config file. So Apache config is done. Next is our phpmyadmin. So we have to start creating databases for our demo applications, right? So that our whatever application we are interacting from browser or hosting, they should have a database backend where data will be stored and fetched or retrieved, right? So for that, we have to go to control panel again, XAMPP control panel, start Apache server. You see it is started, port 81, and then MySQL also. Click start. Once both are started, go to browser and access this specific my PHP myadmin. It will open. See, so once phpmyadmin page opens, it is the admin panel for setting up your backend databases. Okay. Now we have to create databases here, tables and databases. You see left side, the database schemas, these are default ones. But the demo applications we are going to use, there we need specific databases. So here are the queries. Next step is creating the database and tables. So first we have to create a database called basics. So go to phpmyadmin, left hand side, this new button for database, click on new and give database name as basics and click create. So you see a database named basics is created. Click on basics, go to SQL here so that we can run queries. I am providing the queries here so that you can just run those. So we have to create two table, one for JavaScript demo and another for database demo. So I am copying these two queries and pasting here. You see both. Then I will click go. As soon as I click go, you will see two tables with JSDemo and dbdemo will be created under basic database. You see, sorry. Now next is we have to create another database for our vsocial app. So we click on the new database here, give the database name as vsocial, click create. You see vsocial is created. Click on vsocial, click on SQL tab here, and then execute these create table commands or queries. So here we are creating five tables. First one is users, admins, and bloggers. These three are for user tables where username, password, fname, lname, address, and picture will be stored. These three are for user management tables. From the demo application, whenever we are logging into different type of users, these tables will be used for interaction with the database and the front end. And then we have two more tables called blogs and messages. So blogs is used for storing, editing or deleting blogs, and messages is for when one user sends message to another user. So I have another demonstration video, or I'll be creating more, security testing videos on these demo applications. When we do that, you will be able to understand how they are interacting with these databases. So we are now setting up the backend for the applications. Okay. So once we are executing these five queries, five tables will be created under vsocial database. You see, admin, bloggers, blogs, message users. Now we need not do anything on the backend. Okay, our creation of database and tables are done. Next step is we have to download the demo applications, right? So that we can host them and then we can start working on them. So the demo applications are present in my GitHub. Here I have given the link on description. Go to that link. You see this is my profile and I have four demo applications here. But today we are going to see this basics and vsocial configuration and hosting. Okay, vmoney I'll show in another video, which is a different technology application, .NET applications. But today we are having PHP and HTML. So first go to the basics folder and download it. Download as zip. Then go to vsocial, download as zip. Okay, so we downloaded our demo applications. Next step is hosting the application. So we have to put the downloaded applications inside XAMPP root directory, that is czamp htdocs. Htdocs is the root directory from which all the application hosting will be done on the Apache server. Okay, now let's go to this specific location. Here inside htdocs we will just keep it aside and we will open our downloaded two demo applications. Both of them will just move from there to htdocs And another important thing, this main is from the GitHub main branch, right? So remove the main part. So we have two applications, basics and vsocial. Just extract them, extract files. Okay, basics and then vsocial, extract files. Okay. So both the demo applications we have kept inside our htdocs. So if you open, you have to again put it outside vsocial. So remember to delete the main, otherwise it will not work. Okay. So inside htdocs we have basics and vsocial. Main in the name we removed. Now we have both the application in our Apache XAMPP root folder, root directory. Next step is accessing the applications. So here are the links how we can access. I am putting everything in the description. So open another browser. I recommend using Firefox for testing purpose. So open Firefox and access the first application. Let's see. Here our first application is loaded, where we can just insert some data. So give here A, B, C. You see our data is inserted. So database is connected. We already created the databases and tables for this application's backend. So we have first name, last name, phone and address for the basic JavaScript application. Next application is this. Okay. Third application is the DOM.js. Okay. Then fourth application is database basics. And our last application is the vsocial app. Okay, where we can go register and login. So first let us do registration. Register. You see registration done. Then go to login, and using same user I can log in. Okay, so this is how we can configure test application, demo application, and host them in our system so that we can perform security testing test cases, and also we can learn by doing different use cases here in our local system. Let's see what else we learned. We quickly recap. First step, we downloaded the XAMPP for local hosting of Apache server and backend database. Second, we opened the control panel of XAMPP and then edited the http config file, searched for listen 80 and then changed the port value to 81. And then we opened phpmyadmin and created the databases for the demo applications. In the next step, we see first we created a basic database from the phpmyadmin control panel, and then we created two tables. We also created another database called vsocial, and we created five tables. Next step was like we downloaded the demo application from my GitHub, and then next step we extracted the demo applications and kept them inside XAMPP htdocs folder. Here remember we removed the name main from the demo application names, because when we download anything from our GitHub, it also appends the branch name, that is main. So we have to remove the main from the folder name, otherwise our application will not be accessible when we try to access them. So we removed the main part and kept only the demo application names inside the folder. Okay. After that, last step was we started accessing the applications using another browser, and it worked as expected because we already set up the backend databases as well. So this is how we set up our own local test environment using XAMPP server, and I will mention all the steps also in the video description. So if you have any issues, any problems or difficulties configuring this, please make a comment so that I will be trying to troubleshoot the issue for you. And also in future videos, I will be using these demo applications to show you different kind of vulnerabilities, how we can find them and how we can fix them. Okay. And thank you for watching my video again. Have a nice day.